Hello there. My name is Merel and I'm a kinesiologist, and I'm doing 5 lives especially made for teenagers, so age 12 to 18. And I just want to show you where I am. So I'm going to be turning the camera, and what you see is a small harbor because I'm at the coastline. This is Erlingen, and that's a röerie, so that's where they used to smoke fish. This is the sea, and this is a beautiful park where people walk their dogs. And behind that tree you can see my camper, and I am going to do the live in a wonderful building, and it's called the Dome. So I'm going to show it to you. It has very strange forms, and it's all made of wood, and I think it's glass or plexiglass. And I'll just show you around. And we'll be working today on learning. And I believe you can learn when you're not stuck in your body or in your mind. So we're going to do exercises to get you unstuck. Look at this. There's the kitchen behind this. Look at the roof. Isn't this wonderful? And it all smells of wood. And they have beautifully made wooden tables. And there are pictures. And I found myself a lovely spot here. There's actually no one here. So I think I can do this live with you here. And I'll be turning the camera around. This is my view. Not bad, eh, guys? For a working day. So, let me see. Hi. I got some really nice reviews from yesterday. Friends of mine that are also customers, and they're doing courses with me. They watch the videos together with their children, and so it's very good that you're watching again. And today will be all about learning and studying, and partly school, but a lot not about school. People learn through life. They learn their whole lives. There's a very nice rule. I think it's called Pareto's rule, Pareto. And it divides everything into 20-80. In your first 20 years, you learn 80% of all the knowledge that you'll gather in your life. And in the next 80 years, you'll learn 20%. So guys, you're learning really fast and you're doing great. And people used to learn by being an apprentice. So if you wanted to be a timmerman, so a carpenter, you went to work with a good carpenter, and if he had made some sawdust, you could brush it around, and maybe you could hold some wood so he could saw it, and by looking and being there, you would learn how to do that, and you would get good at it yourself. And later on you would be a good carpenter. And you still do it that way. You have learned how to walk, how to talk, how to eat nicely with a spoon and a knife. Fork and a knife. Spoon is nice too, but for soup. You know so many things that you don't even think you know. You might even think you're dumb or you're bad at learning. But you've learned so much already, and not everybody is built to learn well at school. School is mostly for children that can sit still for quite some time, stay focused, and that are good at learning with their left hemisphere. So everything in small pieces, building up to a whole. Meanwhile, if you are a kinesthetical person and you like to move, you would love to learn by running around, dancing, throwing balls, building things, and listening in the meantime. But our school system is not really built for that. Luckily, there's something that's called Brain Gym. Brain Gym is a course in kinesiology made by Paul Dennison. And he found out that if you do a couple of movements, you can get your body unstuck. Because if you are, say you have to read, that was my problem. I couldn't read so well. I was very slow. Say you have to read and you really don't like reading. Then you do anything to avoid it. Yeah, that's how it works. The body only wants to do what it likes. It doesn't want to do things that cost a lot of energy because it drains your energy, and you don't want that. Some children then will read and read and read and read until they can, so they never stop. This is actually a blocked situation as well, because they're not very balanced. Or some will hang back and say, nah, don't like reading, don't like letters, don't like books, don't like information, don't like stories. I'm not going to read. Or they will say, not interested. It's dumb, it's stupid. All these reactions are reactions of being blocked. It actually means it takes me a lot of energy to do it, and I'm not so good at it. What we're going to do now is we're going to open up your innate capacity, possibility to learn. I know you can, because all children learn to walk. Less than 1% doesn't, but they have real disabilities. All children learn to speak in a way. If you're deaf, you'll talk in another way, but you'll speak. So all these things, they happened, and because you can. And I know you have to go to school, and you're obliged to do so until you're 18. You have no choice there. Which of course is not so nice, because I know you like to be free, and I know you like to have a choice. The good thing is you have survived basisschool, so elementary school, and now that you're getting bigger, you get to choose more. So you know what you like, you know what you're good at, you know what your level is. So you're going actually in a direction that's getting better and better and better for you, because you're going into the direction of your attention, of the things you like. You'll probably have smaller groups with like-minded people. So it will be easier to be friends. It will be easier to do the same stuff. And actually, when you're 18 and you get to choose what to study, then you're getting close to what you really like. But you need to feel safe. You need to love yourself. You need to be in connection to your soul to really know, what will I do this life? You come back so many times, so it doesn't matter really. But what will I do this life? What will be fun? And once a choice is made, it doesn't mean you have to do this until you're 100 years old. You may switch at any time. I, for example, studied Italian language and literature. And I still speak Italian, and I have Italian friends, and I still speak with some of the people I studied with, and we have fun, and I cook spaghetti about every week. So I still love Italy, and I'm a kinesiologist. So halfway my 30s, I decided that I needed to do something else. And I started a new study. And I'm studying again. I actually study every day, all day, because I love it. I want to know everything about everything. So I'm always asking questions, and I'm always looking for answers. And I'm always meeting people who can tell me wonderful things. So I'd like to waken this up in you again. I know there are subjects that you are very interested in. And the more you stimulate yourself by doing an investigation on that, the more your brain will be open to learning, and school learning will be easy. That's actually what we're going to do. We're going to do an exercise, and it's called a Dennison laterality repatterning. So we're going to do a repatterning to have our two hemispheres work together. Your left hemisphere is for the letters and the numbers, and it's for reading and math, and the right one is more for movement and for automation. So if you learn something new, you don't want to stay in the slow process of learning new things. When you've got it, then you've got it, and it's good, and then you can automate it. So you can put it on the hard disk. And but if you're stressed, all your blood will be in the back brain, and you'll actually only be in fight-flight. Well, you know that if you don't like what you're doing at school, you may not hit the teacher. They don't like that. And you may not run away because you're obliged to stay at school until you're 18. So that won't help anyway. That won't help either. So the only thing you can do is freeze, lock up, down inside. Pull your shoulders up and be all, stop breathing. That's not a good situation to be in for learning. The other possibility is that you're not that completely in fight-flight, but your hemispheres don't work together. So you're a little bit stressed and you're in your dominant hemisphere. And that's the only one that works when you have stress, and the other one doesn't work. So either you can only play and move and you cannot learn words and language and numbers, or you're completely in the words and the numbers and you cannot play anymore. All situations are not ideal, and we're going to do something to make that better. So you think of the subjects in school that you want to be better at. So say you have a problem with languages, or with writing, or with listening, or with reading. Think about that. Or you have a problem with numbers and maths and biology and chemistry. It doesn't matter. You just think of the things that are hard for you. And wouldn't it be nice, wouldn't it be fantastic if school and learning was easy, and that you were done doing your homework real fast, and that you still had time to do good stuff and things you really like and things you are really interested in? That's the goal here, guys. I always say guys, but I mean guys and girls, but I like guys. I like to say it like that. So don't feel left out. You're not. You're one of the guys. And if you are a good learner, it's very nice to teach somebody else. That's what I'm doing here. And by teaching you, I learned so much myself, because I have to organize my brain and all I remember to tell it to you in a story that you comprehend and that is nice to follow and that is not dull and boring and sigh. Okay, so good. So what we want is that you learn easy, fast, joyfully, with fun, that you remember well what you've learned, that you can reproduce it when you're doing a test, and when your teacher says, okay, combine the two things you have studied, and that you can say smart things about it. So all you have learned is reproducible, and you can access it easily. So that would be nice, right? So what we're going to do now is the repatterning. But we start always, if you want to learn better, by doing the pace. And some of you all know this already. I'll be putting down the camera and stepping back a little so you can see my whole body. We always start with drinking a little bit of water, because it gives you energy and it clears your mind so you can learn more easily. Okay, let's see how this is going. Drink some water. Very good. This gives you a clear mind and energy. Now we're going to activate our brains, our hands, our eyes, our arms, our legs. And we do it by making a pistol of your hand and rubbing here underneath the collarbones. I always start moving a little bit to the left and the right. This is the dimension of the laterality. It has to do with left and right integration. So you can do this as well. We swap hands. You do again a pistol and rub the two dents under the collarbones. Very good. We're doing the pace, and the pace brings you into your learning rhythm. And everything we do with Brain Gym starts with the pace. So this starts with the pace as well. And we read it backwards. So it's 4 letters, PACE, P-A-C-E. We started with the E, and that is water. This is for a clear mind. So this is the C. And now we're going to the A, and it's activate. So we're going to do a cross crawl. I have things in my pocket, so I'll put them out before they drop. My MiFi. This gives me Wi-Fi everywhere I go. Oh, fantastical. So that's why I can do lives. We're doing a cross crawl. And feel that your arms and legs are moving nicely, smoothly, not being blocked. Very nice. And now we're going to calm down and be positive. So we're going to do a hookup. And it looks like this. You cross your arms. You clench your hands together and do this. Yeah. And I have my left hand in front, so I'll put my right foot in front. So now I'm completely crossed. I breathe in through my nose with my tongue up, and I breathe out through my mouth with my tongue down. And now you close your eyes. And we do this all together. So breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Do this a couple of times. And you can feel yourself relaxing and calming down. No stress. You can even let your chin drop, so your head drop a little. You'll feel your shoulders go down and your back will relax. Very good. And now we're going to open up to do some new learning. You're going to put your fingertips together and your feet apart. Now you keep your eyes open and you breathe in the same manner. So nose in, tongue up, and mouth out, tongue down. Very good. Okay, now we're going to think of easy learning, being smart, getting things in a very easy way. Good listeners, good readers, good learning with our bodies. Being able to remember what we've learned, being able to reproduce it during a test, and being just smart and intelligent and studying the things we like. That's what we're going to do this for. And in order to see if our learning abilities are open or blocked, we're going to do a couple of movements. So we're starting with a homolateral movement. So it's same arm and leg. So one side only. And this needs to be a weak muscle test. This is the starting position. You need to be in this when you learn something new. You have to be able to stop and look and observe what you need to learn. Okay, I test my arm. Look, wonderful. This is low gear, and that's what it should be. Now I'm going to make 2 fingers. I don't know if you can see it. It's 2 fingers up. And look at it with your 2 eyes. And this needs to be a weak test as well. This means I can look with my dominant eye when I'm learning something new. And it goes down. So this is wonderful as well. Guys, we can learn new things. But now we're going to look if we can automate. So for that we have to make a cross crawl. feel in your body how this goes. Do your arms and legs work together, or do you feel like you're falling apart? For me, it feels like falling apart. And actually the arms are going down, and here we would like a strong test. So this means this is off. We cannot automate what we've just learned. And now we're going to look at an X. So it's 2 fingers crossed. Look at it with your eyes, and this needs focus, and this needs eyes and ears and brain and body halves working together. And actually it's off as well, and this should be strong. So we have 2 things to work on. And now we're going to do the repatterning. And this starts with a cross crawl, very slowly, very calm, looking up in the corner with your eyes, looking up to the left side. So you keep your head in the middle, your nose in the middle, and your eyes are looking up. See if you can find a point on the wall or the ceiling where you can look at. Then it's easier. And now we're going to add one more thing. We're going to hum like a humming bee or a bee. Do this with me. You may think you look stupid, or I look stupid. We are, but we are good learners after this, so this is worth it. Look up left. If you're doing this together, check each other out. If you're really doing cross crawls and not homolateral movements, because sometimes you're so stressed you cannot feel it. Very good. Now we're going to homolateral, and this goes really slowly. So it's one arm up and the leg, and then you go down, and then you pulse, and then you go to the other side, because this is what you do when you learn something new. Now we're going to look down with our eyes on the right hand side. You might even want to put something on the floor so you can look at it. And we're going to count down from 100 till 90, but very slowly. So we do 2 movements and we count down 1. So look right on the floor. 100. 99. We do it so calmly that it doesn't seem automated at all. 98. Do you feel the relaxation come? 97. 96. 95. Very good. This is enough. We're going to spread our hands, our arms, and we're going to wait until they're moving towards each other. They seem to be magnetic. They want to be together. So they're actually very slowly moving towards each other. Sometimes you'll feel that one arm is going faster than the other. It doesn't matter. Just wait. Finally, they will touch each other. You clench your fingers together and then pull them to your heart. This helps for your brain halves to work together and be connected on the corpus callosum. So that's the bridge here in the center. That's what you need for automation. Automatiseren. Very good. Now we're going to do a cross crawl. And we're going to do with our eyes a very big circle. And you can do it clockwise. So you start with 12 and you go all the way around up to 12 again. And then later on when we're there, we go counterclockwise. We go back. So do the cross crawl and keep your head in the center and roll your eyes up and let them go from 12 to 1 and 2. Very slowly. Very good. If you feel your eyes don't want to go in a certain corner, make them go a little bit forward and a little bit backward and a little bit forward and a little bit backward. We collect stress in our muscles of our eyes And that's why, and now we go backwards. So from the 12 to the 11. That's why sometimes our eyes are making strange movements, or we cannot focus anymore, or we think we need glasses when we're 16 or 12. Many children with glasses nowadays. I saw, okay, very good. Now we're going to do the homolateral movement. So it's one arm and one leg, rest. One arm, one leg, rest. And we're going to keep our faces straight, eyes up. So you start again with 12, going to 1, into 2. Very good. Very slowly you're going to do the clock. This is also a very good balancing movement. When you're balanced, then you are safe. And then your learning abilities are much better. So it's so much easier to learn. And when you're up at the 12, you go back 11 and 10. Very good. Are you feeling relaxed already? It's beautiful for me because I see some leaves falling down as I'm standing here. And it's not so cold here as it is outside, so it's very nice. Very good. So, well done. This was the correction, and now we're going to find out what our body says. So we're thinking about being smart, easy learners, learning fast, automating fast, being good at doing repetitions or tests, remembering all, combining all the information in our heads and how we express ourselves. So we're smart and good learners, and we enjoy it. Okay, so we're going to do the homolateral movement. Feel for yourself how this is going. This feels rather smooth to me. And we have a weak muscle test, which is very good. That's what we need to learn new things. Then you look at 2 fingers. And the test is weak. Very good. As it was in the beginning, this was already completely fine. Now we're going to do the cross crawl. So we think about learning and school and doing all the subjects and being good at it and remembering all well. Okay, test. Yes, this is strong. So now we can automate and we can recollect and we can remember and get it back and reproduce. Wonderful. And look at crossed fingers. Can you see it's easier now to look at crossed fingers? Your focus is much better. You don't wander off with your mind. Very good. And it's a strong test. So if we now think of easy learning, strong, and learning with joy, strong as well. I got a very lovely email from a friend and a colleague and pupil, all the same person. She's called Evelyn, and she might be watching now. And she wrote me 2 stories about being the smartest girl. Well, actually the girl who studied so hard, and she was doing very well. But she felt awful. She was very unhappy. And that's what she remembers of the age that you are in now. And so she's so very happy that I'm doing these lives because she feels like she's healing that part. So these lives are meant for teenagers. But if the grown-ups look as well, you can heal your childhood, you can heal being a teenager by doing this. And then you don't have to be so stressed anymore if you, for example, have your own company and you have to do a video or a presentation or you have to study. There's no need anymore. The fears were the fears of the past and when you were little, but they're not there anymore. They're not real anymore. And you can take them away by doing these exercises with me. And the other story she told is that she was walking with her neighbor and he hated some subjects because he had some real not nice teachers. I'll say it nicely. And this is a pity because the subjects very often are very nice and they can give you so much nice information. And if you get demotivated because you don't like the person giving it to you, that's really a pity. So Evelien said, teach your teachers and teach your parents, because they don't know what you need. They don't know what you feel. So tell them what you feel and what you need in order for them to make it especially for you. So learning can be nice and easy, because I believe that that is how we can go through life. This was it for today. If you have questions, leave them behind here and I'll try to answer them. I'll put on my glasses because I know I can look at the questions. I'm learning all about Instagram. If I was not going to do this for you guys, I would not have learned about lives on Instagram. Oh, no questions yet. Okay. If you have questions, put them underneath here or send me a personal message or a chat and I'll get back to you and I'll answer them for as far as I can. And tomorrow at 4 o'clock we'll be doing this again, new topic. If you don't come with a topic, I'll find one myself. I've been a teenager and I can ask my higher self what is a good topic to work on. So I'll find something, don't worry. But if you have a topic that you want to talk on, let me know. If you know friends that would be helped by seeing these videos, tell them about me, tell them about Movimento 1195 and that they can follow me and that they can see this. I'm going to upload this video as well on YouTube. I have a Movimento channel there. And I'm going to put it on Facebook and on LinkedIn, so many people may see it and may share and may grow and may be less blocked and happier. So I wish you the best and I wish you a lovely evening. Try to be relaxed and have fun and move around and learn from each other and teach each other. See you soon.